'n Paar weke gelede het ons op FLITS gesels oor that sugar film en die uitwerking wat die verkeerde soorte suiker op 'n mens se gesondheid kan hê. Baie mense wil graag probeer om suiker uit hulle dieete te sny, maar waar begin mens en hoe weerstaan jy die versoeking elke dag? Kaminsky van Fitchef is nou by ons in die ateljee. Fitchef het 'n Facebook-groep gestig wat mense uitdaag om in September vir 21 dae sonder brood of suiker te leef. En meer as 61,000 mense het reeds die uitdaging aanvaar. Welcome, Wayne.
Thank you very much.
Wayne, where did the idea for the 21 days no bread, no sugar challenge come from?
Well, basically, we run a lot of 21-day challenges anyway, sort of as part of Fitchef. And I was thinking, sort of, what is the main problem that we all have? I think sort of most of us sort of are addicted to bread and sugar. And I thought, could we change one major thing about sort of our lifestyles that could just make sort of everyone sort of think about their food and be more conscious about their food? And so what I did was I came up with a whole challenge. I thought, okay, springtime's coming up, everyone's got a bit of booty going on there and they need to lose some stuff basically. And so I figured, well, everyone's going to be keen for a challenge. So let's actually go for the biggest challenge possible, which is basically, how do we drop bread and sugar? Now, because when you drop bread and sugar, the first thing you've got to ask yourself is, what am I going to eat now? And you wake up in the morning, you're so used to having that bread and sugar sort of around you, and everything contains sugar as well. So we said, okay, well, try and find items sort of in your diet that don't have sugar. Try and find like sort of items that, you know, where there's no bread basically, and lower carbs. And that was the whole idea, was say, you know, South Africa, we challenge you, 21 days, no bread, no sugar.
Yeah, and the 21 days, I've read also somewhere before that it says it takes 3 weeks to break a habit. Is that why you decided on that period of time?
I think we find sort of 3 weeks works well for most people, actually. Yeah. I think some habits can be formed sort of far quicker, some sort of take a bit longer. But generally, I think in 3 weeks, you know, even within about 3 days sometimes, you find you've had to think about something, you've had to change your lifestyle slightly. And that was it, basically, sort of, okay, change it, buy well, eat well, basically.
How is Fitchef as a company involved in the initiative?
Okay, so we sponsored the initiative, really. It was, you know, we do healthy food. So we do healthy food and what I call sort of good solutions. The whole reason I sort of developed Fitchef originally was I realized that all diets fail for just one reason. And that reason is basically, you know, we don't have good food around. If you've got no good food, you're going to walk into your kitchen, you're going to open up your fridge and your cupboards, and you're going to just eat like high carb, sugary junk. So what we did was, you know, we're always doing these 21-day challenges and these sort of healthy food. So we decided, you know, let's just go for it.
So is there an eating plan that you guys have worked out, and what does it entail? Okay,
so what it entails really is, I wanted to do two things. Okay, first of all, I want you to have good food around you, and also start using your brain a bit, like thinking like, you know, how do I eat good food? What actually is good food? How do I become conscious about food? So part of the challenge, there's a whole website set up, and you can go and register for the website. So as you said earlier on, we've got like 62,000 people now registered sort of on Facebook now, which is pretty massive actually. I want 500,000 though, that is my goal, 500,000 people signed up in South Africa. The next thing is we give you this course. Now we've got a course called the Extreme Cooking Course, and what the course does is it actually teaches you how to cook 55 meals in 2 hours. And I've given this course away, well the online version of it, for free now. So I've said anyone who signs up now in September for the actual challenge will get access to the course. It gives you action cards, it gives you recipes, it gives you menus, it gives you shopping lists, it gives you a whole bunch of stuff there. And you can just go home, put the videos on, cook while our videos are talking to you basically, and just get 55 meals in your freezer and just have good stuff to eat.
Yeah, I know a few people that actually use Fitchef as a program and get their food delivered to them. So how does it all work?
Okay, so Fitchef really, we're an online company, and we deliver your food in bulk to your house. Now, as I said earlier on, like my biggest thing is like, I don't want you to have like the situation where you've got no food at all. So you walk into your kitchen and it's bare basically, and you're just going to eat bread. So what we do, we supply a lot of meals in one go. I realized, you know, if you want to actually deal with people to make a change, you can't sell them one meal. And I always figured like, I would never sell you one meal. There's no point in that there. So what we do is you order online. If it's your first time with us, you probably come and get like a 21-day challenge or 1 month challenge or something like that, basically. If you've been there longer, you'll probably go onto a maintenance plan and buy whatever food. But we deliver everything in one go to your house. You need about sort of three shelves in your freezer empty. We stock you up with food and smoothies like those down there. They're all frozen. You defrost 2 days worth of food and smoothies in your fridge at all times, and you've always got good food around you.
What about people who are going to take this challenge and fall off the wagon? If you start and you kind of stumble and go have a ham sandwich, then can you go start on the next day, almost start from the beginning again?
I thought of being quite cruel and saying, okay, because there actually was a challenge like that. I thought, okay, be cruel, get on there and say to everyone, you know what, you've actually got to get back in day one, but actually gets like exceptionally cruel. If I do that, then it all becomes about like trying to be perfect. And one thing we've got to do is like, we are not perfect. So if you make a mistake, like the first thing you've got to do is forgive yourself. So, sorry, I made the mistake. Next thing you've got to do is just next morning, sort of like start well again. Just get onto the bandwagon again, start again. What I would say is, if you do fall off the bandwagon sort of quite quickly, rather actually sort of, I'll give away the actual smoothie recipes, but dump down 2 green smoothies that night. So if you go out for a pizza, whatever it actually may be, dump down 2 green smoothies, get back on the wagon tomorrow, just keep on going. Because this is about a lifestyle. I think what I want to do is, this is not a thing where we want you to just like, parrot fashion, learn how to, I can eat this and eat that. This is about reading labels. I want you to go to a shop and like pick up a yogurt and say, why on earth is there cornstarch in my yogurt? And pick up sort of fruit juice and say, well, why am I drinking fruit juice anyway? Because fruit juice is just like sort of concentrated sugar, really. And also, why is there flavoring in this stuff here? And why is there caramel in my low carb version of food? And why is there this here? Start reading the labels and don't become scared of, don't become scared of sugar. People are going to go around and sort of demonize sugar and say, sugar's the problem, carbs are the problem. It's actually not sugar or carbs are the problem. It's the fact that sugar is in everything we have. And if sugar wasn't in everything we'd have, we'd actually be sort of far more flexible and we'd say, well, cool, I'll add it to a sauce once in a while and it would be probably once a month. And that's it.
Yeah. So the 21-day no bread, no sugar challenge, obviously it includes alcohol as well. Well,
this is the big question. People are always like, I'm not going to do this if I can't drink my alcohol. So what I'm going to do, because alcohol's a big thing. Look, there's loads of things out there that always say to you, you know what, if you drink dry wine or you drink something else there, then you won't put on the weight. If you want to get down to your goal weight, you're unfortunately going to have to dump alcohol for a while. But what I would say is, try and dump it for a week at least, or for a few days a week. And if you are going to have it, just have a small bit of alcohol at a time. Let's get that lifestyle going again. What I am going to be doing though, I'm actually launching a what I call the Fitchef cocktail tomorrow. So I'll be putting it online, a little video, how to make a cocktail out of things that we are quite familiar with in the shops, basically, that give just your drink, your sparkling water, a kind of alcoholic sort of feel, basically. So at night time, when you come back, it's like, let me get something, I need something strong. You can have something weak, and it'll sort you out.
I'm sure there's a lot of people sitting at home now crying into their margaritas or their glasses of wine or their burgers, waiting for the 1st of September. Is that when it kicks off? 1st
of September, or anytime you can start as well. Look, I prefer if we all started 1st of September, but I guess any time would actually. So if you want to start any time in September, the course is free. You can learn the stuff, you can download the files. That's it.
You're starting a revolution, Wayne.
You're continuing a revolution, without a doubt.
Thanks very much.
Awesome.
Dit was Wayne Kaminsky van Fitchef. Gaan na die Facebookgroep om die uitdaging te aanvaar en meer uit te vind oor die eetplanne en Fitchef se produkte.